I'm repeating myself because I just started a video to get this. I was saying that tomorrow I'll be in early because I'm loading, I'm packing to go to camp, and I'm gonna see if I can upload the website tonight and maybe do my last videos, do those tomorrow if I have a chance when I'm here and while I'm away. I was saying that most people wouldn't understand my humble pauses and gaps of awareness that I've made a value, a void, a zero ID as a matter of fact, tooth, hand, tact. And to the fact, I put a foot. Tin, oh, tin nad advance at that hat. It'd be backed and in black as opposed to red. If I understand banking and money fiscally, right? Black is better than RED. Credit distended for no reason. You can't yield. You can only be doff tone. So I digress. I'm making a video that most people wouldn't understand my life or why even go on. All right, talking about this and that, the little quilt I'm working on in silk, and what silk might mean to me as TOME, which is very different than anything you write to and through. Endow it as your use, to tour your use with a TY, instantly gratified. I'm all I've, -D. I have a meta and you don't. So if you're not invested in my life, you don't know what the antidote means with a hand. Handing the H and the T and the D. I have a meta in knit, KNIT, and you don't. There's plenty that you can read into it, but you're not invested. Neither do you have the handle of the scope, and your current trope in your hands is troped doffed. T-rope-doffed. Stupid. Only stupid can appeal and apply. I think I wrote a note down. Let's see. You only have -debt to put your hyphens in. You only have -debt to give it a go, to give the ag a go, hyphen, and a god, hyphened. And the ag, in quotations, because he's reeled off, R-E-E-L, is not the heir, H-E-I-R-D, dateable for completion, even. He's not the heir, nor can he part that time to be the where. To be the beta, ta, thank you. Ta is to soak your tannins. The ha, the berry of the bush, the third eye of a dog. The ag is Knotherhand. GIVETAGOD. So just know that you can only give a hyphenated vet a go, and your ag and your agriculture is hyphenated, is not the heir, and can't give it a go by supporting DOFT to be here. And DOFT here's the heir, H-E-I-R -D. I'm not supporting DOFT. And you're judging me by got. You're a bigot from the spigot. Spigot? Yes, pi-G. Where G represents grace and gravity, yours is hyphenated. Because you're dallying with war, -T, and law condones the ideology of DOFT. Only DOFT would sign up. Being fed. Shit. Being fed. Go odd, young man, so you can get laid for no reason. We will provide the way sustainably. We're not going to vet anyone. We're only going to vet one-on-one. And venerable, we will venerably lend and tend. Okay? Doftone. Doftone bigot. Hyphenated. Here we go. Start the video. So I was uploading the website, but I just stopped it. We were at 8,000. I don't know, out of, where does it start? 22,000 or so files. 8,000 is good. When we get into 12, 10, we're uploading. We're uploading new content. So 8 was on its way, 8,000. I stopped it because CARCEL, put your hyphens in, posted again on the Rick Eagle YouTube video. Said something about being funny and pathetic. I thought I would chime in on his behalf. He only has a fictional 0 in reflection to pass. He can only stand to pass. His dimple-led doff das. DASS, that's hat. Now, you suggested I don't know what CARCECL, whatever the fuck your name is with hyphens. Let me put it this way, distinctly. I do not, KNOT, have TOWHO. I do not have to know what your fictional fucking name is to throw and to post hyphens. Because you make no word meaningful. You've informed me it means prison in Spanish. I think that means span -D IS -H -I -T. Thanks for your fictional hero. Okay, so let's get this straight. Across the water, wherever your fictional egg has been laid, and spade. It's been duly spayed with hyphens because one thing that unifies this world is, besides your fiction as a man, to hand DOU, parentheses BET, where T is time for completion, you can't hand that out. So your distinction as a man, thiefend, is going to war as your spout. And that's how you meet your spouse that rhymes with louse. You lout. Your love is hyphenated out. You are a lout. So let's see what you had to say, okay? Also, I want to see what time you marked on me. You know why? Fictionally? You fictional. You're not the wood asking the nail that would. Put your hyphens in. You're that nail that would. You're asking the nail that would without hyphens, okay? There's a distinct difference, and I don't care what words you say. I do not know, because your nail is hyphenated, and you're not speaking to me, honestly, because I would, K-N-O-T, not have you. Fora, form, and fora, O-R-A, mouth, R-A-M, the ram to the U, the Aries. Form, me, A-D, would not have you. Okay, so you said something about pathetic. Pat hyphen H-E hyphen T hyphen I hyphen C hyphen K hyphen T hyphen. You stand off, okay? So you can send me your fucking picture so I could put it with my comments so people can know you better. How's that? I would invite you to research it yourself at www.rich, as in R-I-C-H-R-O, not the number this time, the letter ROAT.is. Go there, you're going to see all my time misspent as sent. E-N-T, eye, ears, nose, throat. There's no hyphen and there's no doft to be in my scope. Scope and cope? Nope. Sorry. You've informed me that your name means prison. Well, your S hyphen parentheses L hyphen A hyphen C hyphen K hyphen parentheses T hyphen I N hyphen G. Your ting, and with that G, put an E in front of it so as your example. You're slacking with your sack, okay? It's hyphenated. And no, you can't pitch it as the air, H-E-I-R, because you're standing on doff stupidity. You pass a doff tone on me, thinking that I wouldn't notice. That is why I have engineered a language that that I can beat Toft with. And I can be as stinky as I want and come out smelling like a rose. And there's nothing that you, man -D-8, dated dudes, can do. Zero innocence and reflection. You stand off to toot toft. You're bought into hyphens, malfeasantly to toss your tooth. And the only reason you toss it is because you want it back, hyphenated 2 by 2, so you can tit it always. With no honest resolution you would ever have to prove, or as your ass, proof, roof, R-O-O-F-T. No, you don't have 2 zeros. Sorry. Snaggle ass. Let's see when you posted this. What I want to know is, this doesn't tell me a time. This one doesn't, but let's see if I could find it online. "12:54 p.m. That was this afternoon. Well, that's good to know, because was I here or not? Was I doing a... Trying to think of when my appointment was today. 5 o'clock. Although about that time, wasn't I out with Minnow? I don't know. I won't stick it to you, but if you toss this after I left, I'd have another comment to put on that as your bravity to sack and slack. Slack and go odd, do a foot doft on your lot. Bring it direct. If you've got the time for completion, by all means, I invite you. Bring the air, H-E-I-R. If you want to, what's stopping you? So let's find your comment. That one's not it. Let's check out this one. I'm looking for it. I don't see it. Could it be in the replies? I do not know. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it off of the email. So he says, he did not ask my name. You fucking asked my name, and now you're saying you didn't ask my name. You asked my name in writing, and now you're aiding and abetting the fact that you say now that you didn't ask my name. So now you're saying you don't want to, but the point is you never had to, okay? Let's start right there. Okay, I'm talking to the air, H-E-I-R, and you're misconstruing my premise to be here, to talk to the air, H-E-I-R. Sorry, so with right eye, fuck you. You can't get true. Ha, not even through. You misconstrued my premise. I'm speaking to the air, H-E-I-R. And to be fair, I have my own language so I can be Toft. So I can be at Toft to T0FFT, which you are not bringing your money that you trickle down from Toft, who is rich. You're not bringing that, okay? You're not bringing innocence and reflection. Your whole litany of lies. My name means Purcell, and that means Spanish, and I didn't look it up. Excuse me. Number one, you are a lie. Number two, you're a misfit to post your lie on me. And number three, by implication, anything that you think of is not for me to speak to the air, okay? Fuck! Really? Can I keep counting for you? Number four, you don't care for O-U-R. You don't think I'm pretty? Well, look in your mirror. Look what you're bringing, Jack Doft, here. To stay here? Oh, as an ID? Identity? No, I think not. KNOT. Tis not my fault. T-I is KNOT. And I'm the nail that would. So you're asking me? You're asking the nail that would from the nail that would. What the fuck do you think? Fuck. Well, I rant all the time and you're tired of looking at me. I have a place where you can go, but you can't fit in my THIND. Okay? And you can't go ahead. So just deal with it. Or why don't you deal Allah, law hyphen S hyphen T with it? Why don't you deal L hyphen A hyphen WE hyphen S hyphen T? Why don't you deal that with it? I will let you know because you have not done any researching on my premise to show HO. I've already gone to court. You can't build a case against my art. Maybe I missed something. So I will direct you to where it started, going to court, your court, C-OUR-T. Or you can see where it started going to my court, COURT. Mine, Primo. www.prem. I'm pretty sure it's a zero.com. I haven't been there for a while. If you have a problem finding it, go to www.xubrnt. You could find the link there. .com. You want to go to court and see where it all started and that you can't build a case against my art? It's already been decided. You can go to it's Holly Sprague. She's the person who okayed a lease violation for having art in the art room. It was made up, and I didn't fit made up. Not by Nitwit, N-I-T. By K-N-I-T, W-I-T. I fit that, but I do not fit Nitwit like you, who prefers to sack and slacked off. By asking as smooched, you're misconstruing my premise again. I'm not seeking to be smooched by Doft, by a stupid sup and tuppid identity. I don't care if you could speak Spanish shit, okay? I really don't care. All I know is you don't, in reality, represent tit. Need I say amor? What the fuck? I do not ask your name because I need not care what your name is. Oh, that's such a deal breaker. IDEALLD, not TOYEWE. Wedoft. The toy you that would? No! You do not deal the ID and every L by L that would miss. Sunder, under, dunder. Stood. OD, outer diameter. Sorry, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I can't believe it. Is this enough excitement for you, not ranty? Oh, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Okay, for you, I will not misconstrue. I will not rant. I will put a little cheer on you. You can't hear, apparently, to mark it through and endow because you got your finger up your ass and it comes out your mouth into the next man in front of you that you would hand out. Doubt. Okay? How was that for a little ditty? I could do more than just rant. Thank you so much for the opportunity to grant me that hat. To hatchet, IT, be back. The night needs to be back in time for completion. If you want to pretend you're even prime, by distinction, heavend. So, let me see, where were we? I did not ask your name because I do not care. Why are you even posting if you don't care? So, you come to comment on me, and then you ask me my name, and then you say you do not care. I already know you do not care, okay? Why do you think I'm putting myself outside the box distinctly, not to be confused with politeness-t for no reason? For Jesus Christ, God's shit's sake, fuck face. Alright? I don't want your T-race. On my pate, on my plate, on my lat, on my love that I ate. Do not want it. I do not want you titting me either. That you would have it. That you would have vet. That you would HAVE parentheses IT. That you would HAVEN T. They would haven and ven as venerable? No, I do not want that from you, toy wood. Okay, I do not want that. Why do you think I'm pushing this? Because I already know your predict table. Hyphened, okay? You bled doft. You pledged doft. Your Bible bled doft. You can only reduce or redact to doft because you pass a doft, because you are doft, and your God is doft, and you too toft, because toft would add doft. So Taft can stand on doft to be toft. Fuck. Jesus. What is it you don't understand about being present? And what is it you do not understand about women that you think it's your right, your rig height as reason and desire in life even, and yet all you're doing is, look at me. I walk into a room. I lead by my little penis. You see it now? Ah, see it. Take that. Take that. Take that. Look at that bitch. All she does is rant, and all I do is like try and fucking dance around and do anything but bring the time around to the ground. G round. G, grace and gravity. Whatever. You got that, didn't you? With H at E V E R T. What the fuck? Where were we? Just for the hell of it? Yes, I do think just for the hell of fit, you do fit because you don't actually have contractual awareness to put he will. You have a contractual awareness to put he hyphen W as in with hyphen ill hyphen K hyphen T hyphen. You say your name is right here. And for your name is exuberant. Interesting. It's interesting. I don't find anything interesting about your comment. So if you could just back Toft, that would be thoroughly awesome. By got, you bigot, by spigot. Okay? You think you just get to pour the water on me that you can't turn into within, you jackass? Turn it to within in the Tao, he vent, not thiefent. And don't use me to support your duress hyphen T as D hyphen parentheses U hyphen R E hyphen S S hyphen T hyphen D hyphen you sexually transmitted disease. Go do this on other sexually transmitted disease that are not aware of your infection because they have it. Fuck. Really. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away if you're so capable on your own. Walk away. Would it bother you if I ate something while I'm at home? Where were we? Fuck. Seriously? We? Okay, weed, where were we? Because you have no contractual awareness of WE either. Just for the hell of it, you say, it is rig height here. ERE is before H, hydrogen. And you're not speaking H without hyphens. And you're not speaking to HEIR. And you're misconstruing my premise to think that I would desire to carry your arse, your co-hyphen arse, said doft. No, emphatically, I would. KNOT. And you're misfit. By got does not apple. I does not apply. So let me break it down for you. APP, app, LE, language engineering. YE, thou, my I, thou. EYE, ID. You're not the oath, you're not the feast. You would do that on your FEA, parentheses, SST. By your feet. Eat your feet. F and F, framework and fretwork. So, here's the thing that you're misconstruing, that I don't have my own framework and fretwork. I've already anatomically given the whole language, and I've done it from an organic premise by speaking to someone, not someone who is doffed and thinks he's a prime number when he's only thiefend and he's an illusion of value trying to create another illusion of value. So he can get laid for no reason and have emotions to toss for no reason and toss logic and thought that's really not grounded with anyone he's brought, including himself. Now, where were we? Well, let me see. Interesting. Oh my fuck. I've never read a word so bland in context. Now, wow, that's a big word to toss. What the fuck? Why don't you take now to by got, okay? Because that's where it's going to work. Hyphen T, toft, oft, hyphen, okay? You can even work tit toft, hyphen. Now. You do not represent N0WE. I will have to dutifully inform you. DEWETEYEID. FULLEYEID. If you cared to use your eyeballs neurally connected to your forebrain, or is that too much rational logic asking of you? To be present too, because I have my eyeballs neurologically connected to my forebrain and I use them. And I'm not asking permission of you, of Toy You would. No, I'm not asking permission. Sorry. And I'm not asking spermission either. You need to bring your own ether and eat it. Oh, was there a tit in that? Why, I think there is. Where were we? Your username is correct. Great. I don't give a fuck. Because you do not represent tit. Let's move to your next digression, shall we? Now, for future reference, if you want to change my submission, you can pay me to update your status, that you're not as doffed as you were when you first thought that you would use me as your asswipe with hype. Nope, you can't fit in my ass. Competition for no reason is not origin, thiefend. I'm talking to you, thiefend, you toy wood, okay? You would nail. The nail is asking the wood, okay? Right here, I'm the nail, and I nail the wood, okay? Big difference. If you don't like it, take me to court, okay? Because there's no consort there. Take me to the Spanish court. I fucking think I could spin Spanish just as well. Duh. Let's see. If you were as smart as you pretend to be. If I were with W with ERE before with, yeah, I think I qualify and you don't. Sorry. This is not a mute point for you to make on me. You have one mission, and that is to bring the time. And the person that brings the time is the HEIRHEREAD. So you discussing anything you think in ink that doesn't have hyphens does not sap an apply. Apple I. It does not. Apple ID. It does not. Sorry. Where were we? When you thought you can misconstrue your dig and rig ignorance on me and have me think you were thinking of two in process and product even through. Oh, I'm not ranting. I am so happy you contacted me. Touche. You go sit with your shit and see it, and have it absolve all around you. Put yourself in my position. You create doft all over the place, and to get toft, that he would add doft, and you're upset that I rant. And all you can mark on me is, you rant. What the fuck? Why do you think I rant, right? Why? Do I have to think everything through for you? Because if I do, you're never going to be a man that stands on your own ever. Because that's my snail's nail. You will never get your fucking time back. And if you don't think you're going to, alas, um, you can desert your head, but my snail nail keeps on going to Miss Ta Read. Stare, Mr. Stare Read, misread. My middle name is given. Ta is thanks. It's given even. And you can't really debate that. I have created, I've engineered language, and you can't create a case against it. To do so and not bring the time that I have defined is to toad, Toad. And you turn yourself into a toad. So lead the way. W hyphen HE hyphen YE hyphen D hyphen. Put your ID in there too. It's hyphen. Who cares? Who cares? The only people that care are the people are stupid enough to your thoroughfare, okay? If I were as smart as you pretend, if you were as smart as you pretend to be, hefty. I mean, how's that for nonplussed? I was pretending to know what that word means. Right back at you. Okay, where were we with your wood? Nailson. Where would we? Where were we with your wood, Nailson? If you were as smart as you pretend to be, I pretend to be my word even. You can't say that I'm not my word. Again, I've defined every letter to mean something and then combination of letters and how it grew organically by speaking to someone, which is not toy you with wood. I'm speaking to the air, H-E-I-R, and I'm doing it for a reason because Doff doesn't deserve to be there. Doff didn't D, the date, serve, D, the date for completion. Doff is competing for reason to have a test date, a will that is ill, and ilt toft, for no reason thiefent. Where were we again? If you were as smart, as you pretend to be, you would know this factoid. The factoid I know is that zero, that O right there in fact, that leads to ID has a hyphen around it because you, toy wood, are speaking it. NIT. And you're speaking it on me while I'm trying to speak to the air. HEIR. But you don't seem to care. CARE. C personal. As to the SEE. You don't seem to care. You're just carrying on in your doffmanship. To invoke a stare with nobody there. Where were we? Try to jump off the crazy train and join society. Well, I think that's called banality, but let's put a nail in that. So bane, stupid, nail, stupid, tie the time with your eye to stupid. And you're misplacing the value of society with your fictional nail and your toy wood. Okay? Misunderstood? What else? Speak one. That is a big word to toss from toy wood. All right? T hyphen O hyphen YE hyphen WOO hyphen D. You woo the date to compete for no reason. Forum? Form. For me, Ali. Ally, Ali. All ye. All eyes. And all identities. You would sacrifice one WOMEND to fortify your doffmanship so that you would never have to think. All right? I'm not putting you in the prison. You seem to prefer it. C hyphen ARC, the arc of your story, hyphen E hyphen L hyphen L. You sailed doffed because you are doffed. And that's the nicest thing I can say for what your tooth has tossed. Keep tossing it. I might come up with more regaling creativity to identify layers and nuances of knitmanship. Where were we? Try to jump. Ugh. You know, none of these words are yours. J is a jaw. Ump. No, try to jump. You're not wagging an honest jaw with your wage, okay? I already know that. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing quite deliberately with your rationalization that's not connecting your brain, your eyeballs neurally to your forebrain. What the fuck is wrong with your wiring? Why do you want it that way? Jesus, what the fuck? Where do you get toffed? Try to jump off the crazy train and join society. Look, you speaking pseudo-rationalism to me with your toy wood is not going to get you anywhere or anywhere. AD. You're still in doffmanship and you're still presenting a toy wood to me to mean that you're not the heir and you need to go away fair and square. I'm not here to talk to toy wood, okay? Again, the miss, as with the premise, and the amiss, the amiss, understood. Dunder under, sunder under, RESTOOD, 0. Outer diameter, OD. Overdose if you like. The whole world is BM mind. It's going to be if you keep your doffmanship up. Your whole millennial, etc. awareness is built on law. Ford, that's shallow. Ford doffed. Okay? There's no dewe, DEWE. There's no consort in law, hyphen, parentheses, S hyphen, T hyphen, lot. There's no consort there. So you think I'm going on and on? The point is, you can't stop me. unless you are the heir, H-E-I-R. Oh, and unless you care, C-A-R-E. Sorry, you're going to lose your conversation. Converse to verse. Satan, A-I-O-N-E. You're going to lose that. What else? Again, that comment, if you are as smart as you pretend to be, I'm only pretending to be even as your word, and you commenting on me that way, presuming that you H-E-I-R-D, that you heard, is, honestly, if there was a God, I'm sure she would strike you down. For even BS sound, yeah. These are not your values that you brought, or that you sought, or that you taught. AUGHT, that is 0. This here is not your CHEARODE. This is not yours. I don't know what else to say to you, except you need to take your add-junk-t somewhere else, because your SAP does not apply, and your SEAD is not necessary to apply. It's not necessary. What else? Speak one. Yes. Okay. Part and parcel of your one is besides it being in quotations, it's hyphenated. You only achieve one by standing doff tone. Okay. Not one of you are the heir. Not one of you actually care. Here. Okay. And if you cared here, I wouldn't have to hear about your heir, H-E-I-R, that you thunderbolt down from the law for the people under go odd, but your God is doff because you handed doffed to go odd. To go odd, do a foot doffed. It's all hyphenated. Okay, so you're one, you look like one because you think you're a prime mover because you get paid, spade, paid, pad, and ID. It's all hyphenated. To Dow with war. And because you're saving the savior. I don't know. I don't really think you thought about that. And if you did, you probably already know UNIT and IT are not on the guest list. Or are you listening? L-I-S-T-E-N. D. Dumb shit. What else? You're not a prime mover. You're not one. You get spade, hyphenated, to look like one. But I won't go there right now. Respectfully. Try to jump off the crazy train, join society. I am society if you're looking for innocence in reflection. There's no beauty without truth. T-R-H. What else? You're not society as a value maker, as a value marker, as an ID, E-A-L-L-D. Breaker? Break end? Rake? No, you're not. You are just one doffed tone, tooth the mistake, that you would rather have a mistake and doffed, so you can get a malfeasant taste to cast L-O-T. There's nothing different that you're doing here. You're setting that 12-year-old girl up to be fucked by your own -X ample you tossed. That you legged and you egged and you tossed, all hyphenated, to get it back. TB, trial balance or tuberculosis. T-B-LACK-T-. You're tossing time, my time, that I'm speaking to the air, H-E-I-R, in my own language, which is there for anyone if they want to care, to understand, to see its indigenous origin, as with its motivation, for a reason as desire in life, even, to be my word, even. And I'm not here to be accountable to you, Toywood, who only seeks to misunderstood with defense, because you've already screwed the you, and therefore you want to. All right? Now, you're only reopposing, you're rep-posing and reopposing and reposing, all hyphenated, in the same container, doft to toft. You look like love? Oh, that's very bad of Rich Eagle. You're part and parcel of making that container hyphenated. So you're only posing yourself to look like the good guy while you're stiffing you're undercutting the other guy to be like, there's no example to be sought or taught on your hyphenated low hyphen T or your slot or your S hyphen LOT S hyphen LO hyphen T H hyphen handoffed. Your slot, lot, low, T, and sloth you hand offed. Your H, your hydrogen, it is malfeasant. You're not actually relating. Now, I'm speaking to the air, H-E-I-R. If you're not the air, you need to go far from here, okay? Because your sap and app does not apply here. I did not seek you to be here. I was not talking to toy you. Would. With hyphens. Clearly, I am not, but I am making that distinction with my fork tongue. So that we understand. And so we can start seeing tear weight for what it is. Your packaging, pack, AG. Yeah, no, you don't get to weigh down on me with your toy wood, hyphenated. You only seek to misunderstood and have mistaken doffed. I can politely put it no thank you, but what's the glory in that? You've already taken thanks from its face, and you aren't going to give tit back. So I'm not here to be polite with your malfeasance festering and looking for unification across every fucking nation. Okay, nation doffed. What else? Where were we? Oh, try to jump, whatever. Off the crazy train, enjoy society. Society is not your value again. And you casting aspersions on me that I'm crazy when you have never given an honest fuck nor sought to. Yet you want to speak cupped as if you supped and therefore you can tupped. I can only hope that you get what you deserve for thinking you had the nerve. Speak one human language. One, again, is not your domain. One Fiefend is. Now, I know that with Levereyeid. Okay? Bring your whole patriarchy, bring your whole doffmanship, bring your whole man-d-8 ends to relate. Bring them all because you're just one doffmanship, okay? And I am merely one lever. And I know that. So bring them all. What else? Well, don't you know? Build up. And then I just go, and we just flip it, okay? Bring your fat ass. Bring it. What else? Speak one human language. Oh my God. Seriously. That is some nerve that's ton deserved, underdeserved. You might consider me and my language as a tune, as distinct from the copy pip and prig height that's hyphenated in your domain, in your do hyphen om hyphen mendoft. Again. Okay. Seriously. I have, uh, what can I say? Concomitant respect. No, I really, honestly, as a man, you disgust me. And honestly, you disgust me more than what you see in Rich Eagle for knowing that he butt fucked and vaginally fucked a 12-year-old girl because he's not persisting, okay, to give me a whirl hyphen D, okay? He's not persisting. You gave him the image and the boundaries to compete for no reason, thief end. But he is not persisting to stamp an amp on me and post an O's on perp pose. Okay? There is a distinct difference at this time. Richard Eagle is in a better position to be prime because he knows you're a jackass and you want it that way. Where were we? Well, let's see. Speak one human language. Again, one is not yours. One Freeman Doft is. So what you're saying is speak one Freeman Doft. You mandated dude dead doft and stud dud duddy 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 doft language. So sought others, maybe baby, bb, babble, abble, to understand you when you don't mean to, and you don't mean anything meaningful even through. You mean, I've already screwed the you to dudes, therefore I'm going to counter pursue by pretending that I'm the T hyphen, parentheses A hyphen, I am hyphen E hyphen, versus the time that men's doff. The point is, you're creating the container that we get doffed to two toft, and you get to rep, reap, or reoppose doffed to look like the image of love, but never bring the gods. Go odds. You never bring the go odds. Why? Because your one language unified by dowling with war for the air without thinking it through, anyone even here. And in quiet counsel you sought your own doffmanship to square on my air, and call that fair. Jeez. Fuck. Jesus. Oh my God. Ship you back to Spanish dish shit. Spanish shit, hyphenated. Is that what they're outputting now? Or are you your own man, hyphen D? So others may be able to understand you. Look, like I said, you're not speaking to anyone you don't care to, you don't carry to, you don't care to follow through. You're taking my time for granted. I give time, you take it. G-RAN-T-HE-AD-doft. to too toft. So you could do me the dignity of you want to put a cap on my ranting? Bring the time. HEIRHERE. AD. But you can't because, one, you're not qualified. One, you're not capable. One, you do not care. One, you didn't care. One, you never cared. One, you are not the heir. What else? One, you don't have any honest friends that you can make same amens. All right? So much for your society. May I invite you to think before you inked? Hyphenated? Tone on me? You have my permission. You need some spermission? I think you need to be the wood then. Because you're talking to the nail that would, without hyphens. What else? You wouldn't know this factoid. Look, you using that word factoid sounds like Pippin Prighite. You need to take your middle finger, acting at like as your penis, pen, hyphen, is, hyphen T. You need to take that out of your ass and not put it in your mouth, okay? And don't pass it to anyone else either. That may cure you of doffmanship if you respect those boundaries. Speak one human language so others may be able to understand. Your may isn't invoking reason and a desire of bringing it, and you have not done that, okay? You have not taken a look. I've been doing this for years, and it didn't just pop out of my ass. Okay. It didn't pop out of my ass by thinking of doft to too toft. This whole design is not enabled by design for doft. So you may be able to understand you is co-committant on your desire. As your reason in life even. No more, no amore, no less. Be less. Trial balance. Okay? Be less. No less. Be less. So, speak one human language. You're positioning that, framing that as if you're the provider by thinking of others. This is what you're doing with that comment. Speak one human language so others may be able to understand you. You're positioning yourself and framing yourself as the provider of thinking of others, and you're bullshit. Right down to the casting a stone and tone. It's all hyphenated on one. It's hyphenated, okay? Too toft, that he would add doft. So you can cast toft, all hyphenated. What else? I'm not impressed with your comment. I'm not impressed with one fucking word that you've offered. What else? Crazy? That's yours. One? That's mine. Providing for, and thinking of others? For Jesus Christ's fuck's sake, back it toft. So that you're not doff. So you're not stupid, okay? You're not providing for others by being stupid and by standing doff tone on me as if you would when your toy would, okay? Because you never thought it through. You never thought to. You're currently not thinking to or seeking to, which is a prelude to your past ass age that you do not want to. You do not have any desire to. So take your crazy nonsense wherever, people think that's a neat value to add. Speak one human language so others may be able to understand you. Maybe. You know what? You're only serving up a distraction. You have nothing to add, AD. So the best thing you can do is shrink away. Just take that little pen and do this. Whee! Okay? I'm going to be your virtual be-alls. I'm going to be your virtual BALLASS. Because you can't impress. The time on my dress. My dress. You're not qualified. You sound very pompous when you use the word factoid. Crazy train, you can't back it up and you can't back it toft. Therefore, you can't cast it for reward. FAFOREW, as in with, ARE, where you're the where, AD. Sorry, you do not qualify. There's the fact that you can grammatically string words together does not mean that it's meaningful. You're a shell and it's hyphenated, and that's what you sell. You do not have love to sell. You do not have anything honestly to tell, because you did not bring two L's by thinking of someone. Okay? And as in one-on-one, two, process and product even through. Nope, you didn't. Sorry. One human language. That's pompous also. It's, you're blaming me for not knowing what your name means in Spanish. Then you want me to speak one human language. What the fuck are you talking about? EWEAD is one human language that you make go missing for no reason. Thief end. So others may be able to understand it, maybe. This is not up to you, Toywood, okay? This is a test of Doft. This is Doft's test date. Does Doft want to see? The competitive marketplace does not give you an honest choice and follow through, even too. I do. So it's a false misconception to think that you do. All right? You do dudes, hyphenated, Toywood. Okay? You're not provision, you're not provisionary. You're not provision able. You're not provision stable. The only thing that makes you look stable is squatting on with women. You're squatting tone on women without ever bringing the goods. We go odds. So what else? What else? Speak one human language. Yeah, there's so much that you're not seen as a man hyphen date hyphen doft, okay? To testate that he would stay doft because you're speaking for doft, so he would assayed test the metal of doft. And you're posing as doft because you are doft. And make no mistake, you're not pretending. You can only be doft, okay? There's a little charm for you, in case you missed that too. In case I wasn't looking for it in you. Here's some charm for you, doft. You're not pretending. You can only be doft. Okay, prove me wrong with your desire in life as reason even. It's laid out for you like a banquet. You have my permission and you have my virtual spermission because I'm speaking to the air, H-E-I-R. And if you don't want to learn L, love, earn, you obviously don't care. And at some point, we that do will be able to see your ta, thinks, re, your tear weight, pack, ag, package gene. We will be able to see that. So keep spouting doft while you can, hyphen D. Then, he used the word then. How magnanimous! Then, like the banquet I've spewed before thee and strewn end to end ether AD and brought the draw to land, brain and drain on the dry plains, dendriform waves with halves and halves, havens even, and s nanosecond send, same amens through my tap of my virtual pen. I must stand up and celebrate my Spanish dance. Okay, is that good enough for you? Sorry, I was just trying to feel like what it was like to be you. My pen! Look what I can do! Yes? I hear you clearly. I do. I'll do what you want me to do. And I will. I will tap in like a little monkey. I will tap in like a little monkey. Oh, sure. Let me just put this back. Hello? Is that my penis sty calling? And you want me to shit tone on every woman I see if they're not polite to me for no reason? Because I know I didn't really bring the time, nor do I want to. Nor do I want it to be prime because what the fuck? That would be really embarrassing to all man hyphen D kind. Go back in the pocket. Roll yourself up. Don't get a toy Woody. Here, just make something up. We would love you very much to come to our marriage and bring us presents as we would the air, while we go to work at a machine shop and we machine parts with speed cutters to fortify the fact that we are not the air and you are not the air and we don't really know how to care. That's why we're doing what we do. P.S. I love you. Ha ha. We didn't bring two. Yeah, that's kind of funny, right? You said something about funny in here, I think. Where were we? Then let's discuss your never ending rants that have with yourself on a daily basis. That's funny. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I have rants with myself because you're a jackass to my health and wealth, as with every WOMEND who does not mend doff to be titted toft for no reason, tactually and factually, quite factually. So back it off. Which you can't. What else? Get a life. Wow. Wow. I never thought of that. Thanks for telling me and spelling it loud. Do you want me to send you a pen so you have a broader sprout? This is what you're doing. Uh, you're toggling. You're toggling your doffmanship to see what you can get by. Look, I get to go to work tomorrow for most of the day and the next day too. So if you want to tap in with your monkey hand, or your ape, your date ape and rape hand, I would say go ahead, because I can't stop you because you're indigent to your value that you want to prostitute because you have to. All right? In case that video froze, that was in quotation marks. You, quote, have to. Okay? So, again, that's not my problem. And be so kind as to take it somewhere where you can be hyphen friend hyphen. Okay? Get a life and some real friends. Wow. So your reeled doft and provision are hyphen EEL hyphen D. And you're admonishing me to get some real friends that you're not bringing one-on-one because you've never thought of it in some, because it's not your interest. So stop coming here to cast aspersions as if you cared, as if you ever cared. I'm beginning to feel sorry for you. Guess what? You're not going to find any pity here for your toy wood. Okay? I'm here to screw your toy wood. If it means taking every fucking one of your teeth one at a time, I'll do it. If it means showing you my PHIST and knocking your teeth through your gullet and putting my hand as they fall out of your ass and then submitting them to you again, that is not a problem. Now, I will have greater traction to do that if I've got your fucking picture and vitals. Okay? Because if you want to check out my websites, I do marketing. I can make a whole website in your name, okay? So step up and be brave if you want to stay doffed on my pate and plate. What else? Get a life. Like I said, you need to get your own life, okay? And stop standing doffed on every woman. Because your sap does not apply here, neither does your seed. SEAD only. I don't care what you're beginning to feel. It's F-EEL-D. Doffed. You feel for the nail son, because you're the nail with the toy -D, wood. All right? So when you have a conversation, you're not talking to me who's thinking of the air, HEIR. You're thinking of the nail son's nail that he sold you. So you can have an affair. It's hyphened. um, what else? Is there anything else I need to tap in here for you? That you went amiss and dry? Did your penistye dry up? Oh, let me take over and stroke your bitter cup. See you up. See you up in time. Come on, bring the time, jackass. Bring it. Oh, you can only bring NIT? I know that. Okay. Tap pout. Tap pout. And I will not even begin to feel sorry for you. Because I have PITHEWEAD. Okay. Pith, that's in the center of the wood. Okay. Sorry. This wood, when you're asking this now, does not pity doffed to stay doffed on my tail. And if you ask me, face forward, my front, ass weld. Get a life and some real friends. Man, you know, you're just a parrot. PAR-ROT-. You don't have any real friends. You do not have the capacity to make real friends. You're not a real friend. You're not trailing me or telling me because you have that evaluate, EWEAD. You don't have it. By all stinted and stunted purposes of what you have to offer, you should take your pen and it should shrivel fucking in your hand until it's just like a little nibble, okay? And then it turns black and it falls off from gangrene and leprosy. And I would afford you the fact that that would make me happy, okay? If you can do that for me, I would be happy to stop granting and ranting for all your doffmanship you offer me to look at. Okay, so just take your penis sty, let it shrivel up to a little nibble, turn black with gangrene and leprosy, and fall off. Send me a picture. Let me know the deed is done on one who would cast doffed. And that would make me happy, okay? I would take a hiatus from ranting. You don't like looking at it? Oh, look away, right? But you know what? You're not the only one that's looking here, okay? So when you look away because you're deserting your head, because you would prefer to pass a doff so you can get laid for no reason, there's other people that are looking, all right? You're not standing in any better square than you left Richard Yeakel, T-HEIR-D-. Your emotional value to comment here and bring up Richard's sins and digressions against that girl, you're narcissistically supplying yourself that you would be the world. You're not the world, and you're not the word, and you don't matter of fact to misunderstood, okay? You're never bringing the time. You just wanted a narcissistic provision off of Richard Yeakel that you supplied to position yourself as better than the hand doffed you've given everyone, and namely every woman, okay? Last comment. Again, beginning to feel sorry for you, that needs to go somewhere else. You don't really know about the boulder I move on a daily basis. You don't know that many hats I've worn And I don't have to pretend. I don't have to pretend to be anything other than what I am. You have to pretend not to be stupid, okay? But I know, in fact, that you can't pretend. You can't get out of that fact, okay? So put your monosyllabic words up here, okay, without meaning, and I'm still going to say to you, as with everyone, even through, who gives an honest fuck about you, Toywood? Who gives an honest fuck about you? Not even you, okay? And that is your fucking spineless -T problem. So stop taking it to squat tone on women and pulling in a 12-year-old girl. That is bad what Richard Eagle did. I'm not that dude. Yes, you are, Dad. You are that dude, and you're persisting. PER-SIS-T-E-G. You can put that E in a parentheses if you want for the example, e.g. Tin is money. You're the sis, your sister, pushing her into the tin to be hyphenated, to be competed on, doff tone, for no reason. You think I rant for no reason? You represent doffmanship all over the place. And you are preying on me so that Doft can hear you and understand he can do the same goddamn thing to get a taste as his right, rig height, as grace. That is malfeasant because you don't think, you're not rational, and the only thing that you have to constitute continuity and stability is that you squat tone on women with unity. Universally. You do it universally, but there's hyphens in it. It's based on Tao with war to preserve the air that you can't restore. Otherwise, you do it right here. You're standing doff tone on me to tow away now. Now is not your domain. You can't bring N0WE where zero means innocence and reflection. You're causing me to stare and everyone else, and you're sending a steg, as in steganography, okay, a coded message that any doff tone can do that as well. Any doft can. And I'm sending it back. Heed your head well, or I'm gonna eat it for you, and I'm gonna send it back. You just give me a little more traction. I have my own back, and if I have my own back, I can pull whatever I want for reward to advance my hat. And hatchet, CHIT, your penalty, TB, trial balance, LACKT, without hyphens. And your SAP and app does not apply unless you're the heir, HEIR, so I win. Fair, square. You're going to send some fair, air, and square, you're going to square right here. So I've got years of doing this online and several websites. What else can I say to your love of ignorance, that you would dig and rig it for everyone else? Oh, yes. You say you're going to refer to me as pathetic for here out. You're routing. That's how troops defeat. They go back. But you're presuming that you can pull the hyphenated tine out of your hind and have it blacked. Back in black. Okay, hyphenated. That The money in the law is because you're not the heir, okay? But I'm saying your law has no due, D-E-W-E. You have no consort. You don't get to win. You have no value, without me, even, duh, okay? I've already proved it. I just have to wait till my marketing catches up with you. All right? Anything else? Like I said, if you want to persist, do it honestly. Get me your fucking picture, get me your fucking vitals, and we'll go toe to toe. I'm not afraid to mow, okay? And chew and swallow hollow. Pathetic, yes. Pat, P-A-T hyphen H-E hyphen T hyphen I hyphen C hyphen K hyphen T hyphen. Great. What else, stupid ass? As stupid ass faced. Doffed. You're not talking to me to be sought. You can't teach, therefore you didn't taught. Your only provision is to sell me a hyphenated nail to your toy wood. You would ass swelled. Hyphenated. So the trial balance would always be by got, because you made the time to be framed doffed in your mind. So you're not seeing me, and you're not seeing that 12-year-old girl either. So don't even bring her into this. You're trying to glorify your emotions for no reason on my premise. You're prostituting an heinous act, okay? And a heinous tact. And you keep it up, I'm going to prove that you're more malfeasant to look at than the thought of what Richard Yeakel did to that 12-year-old girl. And I will be more than happy to sell it around the world. There, okay, I think that's dangling. The go odds have spoken. You know where to find me. Go to www.richroat.is. You'll see a lot of dialogue there. You could go actually to the Exuberant website, xubrnt.com. You will find many websites. You will find much of my time I put on the line. And you will find many emails that you can contact me with. You will see my address. You'll know where I live. If you put any remote time invested at all, you can call this information. It's right there, okay? So do not BS on me that I failed to present it when you failed to look, okay? Because all you wanted was to pretend that you looked, all right? To have me look at you. And I'm looking. You asked me to do it again, do it fair and square. Reveal yourself. And we'll go toe to toe, okay? But might I suggest, before you embark on a position of unique doffmanship, that you go look at my footsteps and my presentation online and my dialogue with someone that isn't isn't toy wood, okay? And then we will understand that this toe to toe that you think that I am offering you, Toywood, has no premise for happening on your S-HO-WE hyphen. Okay? And you could put that H in parentheses, which is also your so. Okay? So and show. There's no premise for you to be taking place on my plate. And my plate. Why? I don't get paid to be consciousness among you. If you want to tap in, you will find the Patreon page. Go be the first. Send me some me one eye. Okay? If you don't understand the gravity of what's going on here, like I said, you're not pretending to be daft. You are, and that's all you can be. Okay? Just the same, I am more than happy to put your mug with your smug nest, all hyphenated, for everyone else to look at, so they know to look away. Because you do not care anyway.